Hey everybody, it's Tony with Car Stars, and I'm here at my friend Charles's place, and he's working on his 1978 280Z. This is a pseudo will it start. What do you think, man?
Not yet.
Oh, jeez. So, the story with this car is Charles got it from your grandfather?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, his grandfather passed away, and this was left in the estate. And there are some other cool cars that the rest of his family got, and he got the Z. So it's hasn't been started and run in how many years?
We think 90. The registration's current.
It hasn't run in 90 years?
No, since 90.
Yeah, I see that. So yeah, anyway, the car's in decent shape. Little spots of rust here and there. But overall, it's not too bad. I've seen worse. But as you all know, it has that 2.8 liter straight six fuel injected, which is pretty cool for 78. And drum brakes in the back, disc up front. So far, he's worked on the fuel tank. He took it out, cleaned out the rust, treated the inside, put a coating on it on the outside, and strapped that bad boy back in. But right now, he's having a time getting voltage or to get his fuel pump going. So, have you checked you've already checked the spark and all that, right?
Each cylinder does have spark. I checked each wire at the spark plug, and instead of pulling the plugs out of a car this old and not knowing the condition of it, I used a plug that would go for it, a new one, put it in each wire, grounded it out, and each cylinder is getting spark at the plug. So the whole ignition system is good. We have power to the ignition switch, to the starter, but nothing else. So I'm thinking there's a ground issue somewhere or an electrical issue somewhere.
Does it crank?
It does crank. It rolls freely. It sounds great. It just doesn't. It's not getting fuel.
Right.
So the fuel pump on this car is designed to engage after the car is trying to start. The airflow meter has a little flap in there that I did check. It is moving freely. I didn't test the conductivity on the little flapper, but I'm not too concerned about that right now. I'm more concerned with grounding since I don't have lights to the headlights, the dash, the door. I don't have any of that, so I'm trying to track down the electrical part of that first and then go from there.
Cool. And I was telling Charles that I had watched a couple videos of guys working on their Z's that hadn't started in a while, and one guy was having major grounding issues, and his had, and I swear it was a 280Z, it had grounding points on the, was either the valve cover, I swear it was the valve cover, which
the only place would be here or here, but there's no evidence or signs that there's ever ground there. So.
Right.
We do have some chassis ground. We have some motor ground. So we have a motor ground here. There's an engine ground on the other side. You have multiple chassis grounds here, the starter, alternator, and there's going to be a couple more over there. So went through, and if you want to get a close up of this, went through the actual wiring diagram.
Oh, I don't want to get a close up of that mess.
But you can see the engine has 2 grounds, and then the body has 5 grounds here, and then the body has 2 grounds in the back. So we're doing our due diligence on electrical. But
well, those probably seem to be the worst problems, is these electrical gremlins trying to chase them down and figure out where this stuff is and why it's not working.
Well, it took a lot of wiring and ingenuity for these older cars, especially with fuel injection, to run properly. So there is a ton of wiring for very minimal actual sensors or connectors. Modern cars have a ton more electronics, but they have less wires to do it because a sensor does one thing at a time. These two three, I mean, this one sweeper sensor and the air fuel meter alone is actually responsible for sending signals to 3 other sensors.
My God.
So imagine the wiring.
I need this all cleaned up. This doesn't look good on my camera. What is this? What is this?
I was waiting for you to show up.
What is this crap?
I haven't gotten to that side yet.
This is my job. I'm the butler. I'm gonna get out my sweeping pan and little mini vac and start getting this crap out of here.
Oh, and one thing, if you're going through and doing
Oh my God.
If you're doing something like this, I highly recommend just starting at your ground post. And
I see you have 2 red wires. That's pretty nice.
you know, it's for, you know, the flavor of the day.
Yeah.
Depending on what, you know, if you want some excitement or not. I don't know why they did that. But starting at your ground post and obviously checking your ohms, your resistance to each point, and just going from point to point to point. My personal opinion, if you don't have an absolute 0 or 0.00, clean your connector. It just helps preventative maintenance for electrical gremlins.
Well, I'm gonna put this camera down for a second so that I know you needed me over here to maybe help you with something because you needed 4 hands or something. So I'm gonna help you do that, and then I guess we'll post some updates on this car. But right now, this is an unofficial Car Stars project / Charles and I have a side business that we're trying to get going, which is finding broken cars, fixing them, and flipping them. Yeah, in this market, it's kind of tough to find a real good gem to fix up and flip for a profit.
Everyone's got. I have a car that hasn't ran in 40 years. You could see the floor or the ground through the floor pan. I know what I got. Don't lowball me.
Yeah, I know what I have. I know what I have. Don't ask me. First of all, don't ask me if it's still available, because it is, and then don't lowball me, bro. But anyway, we'll post more updates on this car. But for now, it's a cool car, and hopefully it'll be on the road running soon. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so Charles crawled under the dash there, and he got the starter. The fuel pump relay out, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But we checked back behind this seat here and ran 12 volts directly to the fuel pump, and nothing happened. So we assumed that the fuel pump itself is no good. But we're also not getting 12 volts back.
That side.
Do what?
Grab that side to tilt it forward.
Oh, tilt it forward. Yeah, so
right here under this tape is going to be your negative and your positive. It's only a 12 volt source and then a ground, and we are not getting any power. What are we getting?
It was like 0.3, yeah,
volts at the positive wire. Ground is good, so we're just not getting power back to this pump.
Right.
When we did put power to the pump from the battery directly, the pump didn't do anything. So we're assuming the pump is bad. But we have to figure out how to get power to the pump.
So 2 problems. Pump's bad, possibly, and then the relay is possibly bad.
We're hoping the relay's bad, because
right.
that would make life easy.
And nothing's ever easy, right? So anyway, yeah, so that's it for now. It's really, really cold out here. So we're going to do some more research, test this relay. I'm not going to. Charles is going to do that. But and then I'll be back to check on his progress. So hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Stay tuned. Please subscribe. We'll see you later.